So Microsoft Graph is a tool that Microsoft has developed to interact um, with cloud-based services, pull data out of them, work with them, and it's got a ton of capabilities. Well, we can interact with Microsoft Graph and its APIs using PowerShell. So there are some things when it comes to managing Microsoft 365 and cloud services in general that sometimes are just easier to do in PowerShell or more efficient or faster. So we're going to look at installing Microsoft Graph into PowerShell and then connecting it to a Microsoft 365 tenant. Now, I've actually already installed it. The install for me actually took a little bit of time, but I'm going to show you the command. Here it is. It's install -module Microsoft.graph. And this should tell me that it's already installed here, hopefully. But it will take it a little while, or at least for me, it took it a little while to look up Microsoft Graph, to download it, to install it. There are a bunch of a bunch of components there. I already have it installed. So I'm going to do a git installed module Microsoft.graph, and that's why it didn't do much with it. Here I have Microsoft Graph 2.26.1 is currently installed. All right, there are a lot of commands available in Microsoft Graph in PowerShell. So I'm going to do a get command dash module Microsoft.graph, and this is actually going to fail. And the reason it fails is not because Microsoft Graph isn't installed, but because Microsoft Graph includes a bunch of submodules. So when I run this get dash command for this module, it doesn't know what it is that I'm actually looking at. I'm waiting for it to go ahead and fail on me. Alternatively, you know what? I'm just going to leave that to ponder its life choices. Well, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do get dash command for the module, and this time I'm going to do Microsoft Graph dot asterisk, and that should start pulling up commandlets for me. Let's see if this one is, nope, this one's still hanging up. In fact, everything is hanging up for me for the moment. This is something I might want to have to deal with. There we go. Okay, I was beginning to wonder. This one is still pondering its life choices. But here you see that it's rolling a whole bunch of commandlets. And because I've got my screen size blown up, or my text size blown up, you can't really see over here. So I'm going to shrink my text size temporarily. Go to settings for Microsoft PowerShell, and I want Windows PowerShell, since that's what I'm currently in. I'm going to go to my appearance, and I'm going to bring my font size back down to 12. This is the default. And now let me rerun that command, and I'm going to pipe it to more just so that it stops at the end of the first page. Now remember, it is looking through a bunch of different commands. In fact, this one is still trying to work its way through that finding Microsoft Graph. Here, there we go. It starts pulling it up, and you'll see the sources Microsoft.graph. And then here you're going to see all of the different modules. And this is why I was having a problem pulling it up before. So if I want a specific module, then I would need to specify the specific module that I wanted to see. So for example, get command Microsoft.graph.users and pipe that to more. Users, there we go. And then this will show you all of the commands within the Microsoft.graph.users module. And again, it takes it a little while. There we go. And here we have them. Okay, so we've installed the Microsoft Graph module. We've looked at its commands. I'm going to go ahead and blow the text size back up, make this a little bit easier for you to see. I would have just left it there, except that I wanted you to be able to see those module names. So I'm going to kick this back up to 18 and then close that. All right. And then clear our screen. Okay, so now that I've got it, I want to connect to Microsoft Graph. And so my command is going to be connect dash, and this is kind of weird, it's MG, so Microsoft Graph, and then Graph, and that should be a dash. And when I go to connect it, I need to specify the scope that I want it to use. So I'm going to do dash scope. And I want to do, for users, let's do a read all. And then for a group, let's do a read and write for all. So when I connect, it's going to prompt me to authenticate, and then it's going to give me these capabilities, what I requested here. So up comes my little authentication, sign into your account, and I'm going to pick my trial account here. And then I've done this relatively recently, so it went ahead and let me in. If you haven't done it, because I've done it relatively recently, remembered my account information. If not, it'll ask you to put in a password and do your multi-factor authentication if needed. So now that I'm here, I now have these capabilities. So let's go back to get command dash module Microsoft.graph.users, and I specifically want to look for anything with the verb get. And so this lets me see all of my commands, and the one I want is I want to get an MG user. So I'm going to come back down here, get dash MG user. And because I'm not specifying a user account, it's going to get my user information. Now, just like any other command, all of our Microsoft commands, we have get help. So I can do get help on get dash MG user, and it'll tell me what it does. Retrieves the properties and relationships of an object. All right, and it gives you all of the options. So that's for all of them, right? For every PowerShell commandlet in the MG module, including, by the way, the connect. So you can see all of your options. And remember, when you're doing your get help, you can do dash examples to get examples of what these commands would look like, which is honestly one of my favorite ways. MG user dash examples. And this will show me examples of how I can get information using the get MG user. We roll up to example number 1. Connect, get MG user dash all will display all of them. And you get the idea. Okay, so that is how we can connect. We install the MG user, or MG graph, Microsoft Graph, get the right name there. And then once we have it, we can use that to get a bunch of information and do a bunch of management. Not everything, but a bunch of management using the Microsoft Graph in PowerShell. Now, there are some limitations to it. It does not do everything. For example, I can create a new user for my Microsoft 365 tenant in Microsoft Graph. I cannot, however, create a new mailbox. So for that, I'm going to need Exchange Online Management, which we're going to talk about how to install and connect in our next video.